Hello everybody, welcome back. C-Fix series, time to close out week 4 Iowa Speedway. Attempted a couple of these, haven't gone well. Lost a ton of safety rating at I-rating at 1 where people were just being incredibly stupid, so
limit is 40
not fun.
You're all clear.
Not the start that I wanted, but we'll get it back.
We've got 2 laps to get the job
Try to see if we can finally get a good one, and this one's just going to be whatever it's going to be. I'm not crazy fast mid-pack almost every race for the most part, so just kind of need to get a solid race and get the safety rating back up and hopefully recover a tiny bit of I rating.
23.52.
So see what we can do in qualifying. Lap 2 typically has been faster for me. I just have not driven the truck very well in lap 1 to make that one quicker. So just trying to put in somewhat solid lap, not slide the tires too much. And then attack lap 2 a little bit more. If I can get anywhere near the 5s, I'll be happy with that.
The 11, that was at 23.75.
11th right now, I feel like I can go a little bit faster, slip just a little bit there out of turn 2. Pushed it up out of turn 4, so we should be in the 5s, high 5s, but picks us up a little bit. Puts us up to 6th, so not a terrible effort. I don't think many people have qualified. You're truck number 11, I think there's 22 in this split. Qualified 6 out of 16th, so a little bit better. I mean, if you assume the distribution of drivers that qualified is pretty even, we were a little bit ahead. We should have been closer to like 8th, a couple spots ahead, but I'll take that. 60 laps. Got a couple fast guys in here. I did not honestly look at the strength of field. We'll see what it is in the Racelabs. Relative once we get in the truck. Get some paint schemes refreshed. A couple of those up, and then we will jump into the truck. It's definitely, without somebody making a mistake or really killing tires or something like that, it is definitely tough to pass. I mean, you can work both the bottom side and the high side. I kind of prefer the bottom side for myself for saving tires, but it definitely is tough to drive for sure. Seems like you can go to a lot of places. It just, I don't know. It's tough, but try to make the most of it. Like I said, biggest thing for me, it took a, I don't know, 80-some I rating hit off of the one race that I did here that was really bad. And then safety rating took a pretty massive hit too. So we'll try to grind some of that back. I know we're not going to get much of the safety rating back because I had the 0.4 drop going under 2.0. So that one will be tough to get anything in this race alone, just because I've got so many corners to do to help the incidents per corner. But
60 laps.
if we can finish here close to the top 5 and at least get half of it back of the I rating inside I lost. Obviously anything inside of the top 10 will make me happy, but
the outside lane.
Weird thing with the gearing too. Maybe it's just because I'm not usually good at it, given the fact that I have just not learned the muscle memory on the tires very well, or the, excuse me, my pedals, but the gearing for me forces I feel like first gear is a much better start than second gear, which I usually, stocker stuff, I find myself starting in second far more often than I do starting in first, so it's a little bit different this week. Get some heat into the brakes and the tires. Just across the line, get the one to go. Try to work to the bottom when I can, but I'm not gonna hopefully give up a ton of spots. I'll make the outside work until I can find myself to the bottom, whether that's, you know, letting the 2 get ahead of us, 13, whoever. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it goes off this start. kind of gauge it. 31 strength of field, so I think it's actually probably the highest it ran. Well, let's hope we can make the most of it, get something decent out of it. Like I said, I feel like if I can get inside the top 5, could have a decent shot at gaining back most of what I lost iRating wise, which I would consider that to be a massive success. Get down into first gear, get ready for the pace guard pull off, see what the leader's gonna go.
Alright, Jake, nice and neat. Stay
Fires
out.
off right away. 6.
Right side.
Puts us in the 5th. We're gonna just get to
outside.
the bottom. 2's looking to go hard.
You're on my
6
right
is
side.
gonna try to work outside.
Still there.
Slide up just in front of him.
Clear pine.
Mistake on my part, and he turns us.
Coming up on your
Tires are not gonna be
Clear
real
line,
happy
right
right
side.
now. Going to the back.
bottom, 3 wide.
I get.
Clear
I
high.
washed up in front of him and he wasn't happy, but
On your right.
I hate when people do stuff like that.
Left
So
side line's clear.
top 10 now.
15th place.
Holy goal. Back all the way to 15th. Tires are not going to be real happy with us. Got one truck kind of all over the place. Rex the 21.
Careful, we've got a full course caution.
Is trying to avoid the 21, stay high, hoping he wasn't going to come up the track.
You got hit over.
Pace car's out. Line up single
Watch
file
and see if
behind
the
the
6
leader.
actually
Pace car is out. Pits
sent us
closed.
around or if it was just I slowed up a little more than he thought I would. So I think we should be in 14th now.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
So,
Seen that happening.
like I said, top 10 will be the goal now at this point. Just or even honestly 11th, just to get to
All the
where
way down the back straight.
we're supposed to finish. I don't think it's worth coming in to take fuel or tires. I don't know if those trucks have damage or if they're just going in to grab a set, but I'm not gonna bother with it. If we didn't even run enough laps realistically. If this was C open, I might kind of consider it if we were in the back since there's not much track position to give up, but fixed will be fine, and I'll take the track position. So it looks like that should have gotten us everything, puts us up to 11th. I doubt we'll get back to the 6th. I'm not going to look to pay him back if we do, because I have no idea what it actually looked like, and I don't want to go for revenge in general. I definitely don't want to do it and then actually be wrong. Well, if it was him being whatever, we'll just make a note of it. That's how he races, and
Pits
keep
are
an
open.
eye on the next time if I ever see him in another race. If it's really bad, I guess I could protest it, but it's what it is. T to go. Just fortunate enough that I was able to keep the truck going forward on the slide and that nobody else got into me.
We're under caution. Pits closed.
I'm sure we've got a little bit of rear end damage, but nothing that's gonna affect anything, so that's the bigger break out of it.
You're blinking quite a bit, 19.
How much damage did you get? 20.
I had 25 seconds.
Yeah, I had like a minute and a half.
One to go, get tucked in behind the
Nice guys
13.
going
I
This lap.
barely missed them and somehow got up in the air. My bad, man.
No, it's alright, man. I seen what was coming, so I went as high as I could or whatever. Figure I gave enough work.
Alright, anybody Anybody got left down from that? Nope. Everybody's on 21, 14, 20. All in the back, so. Time to reset. Tires will at least be a little bit cooler. And we'll try to just be smart. Get into a groove. See if we can make our way up. Watch out for whatever stuff might happen.
Green,
Let's go a little bit later. Inside line stacks up. Outside line didn't really go either.
You've got the inside line. Keep it steady, still there.
P11.
On your right. Still there.
19 on the outside.
You got one on the
Team
inside.
seems kind of slow, so we're going to jump to the high side and try to
Still
get
there.
around him.
Inside clear. Coming up low side. Still there.
Work the throttle off of 4 to get as much momentum, but not slide it.
On your line.
Seeing too many people will get on the throttle hard, and then they spin around and take people
Still there.
out.
Keep digging. Still there. Inside clear.
Right. Back inside the top 10. That's 3 wide up ahead, so watch for that going back into 1.
Fastest lap for Justice, 23.66. That lap time was 24.07.
Just gonna follow the 3's lead, work the inside for now, unless I feel like I'm really giving up a ton of time. 13 spins with the
The guy in front has just done a
I don't know
23.89.
who it is, but they were off the track, so we stay green for now. Buys us a little bit of room behind. About a half second back to the 17. He's in a battle with the 22. Gets a little loose there out of 4.
Your last lap time was at 24.14.
Trying not to put too much wheel into the corners to keep from shredding the right front. Looks like everybody's working the top side now. So we'll try going up there.
That was at 24.16.
Top side in 3 and 4, bottom in 1 and 2. It's the preferred line right now. The 11 meters working the bottom through 3 and 4 still.
That lap time was 24.10.
Trying to late apex 1 and 2 a little bit to help the run off.
That lap was at 24.13.
Check the gaps at the line, both out front and behind. Looks like the 17 might be catching us, but I feel like he's driving it in a bit deeper. 4 tenths back from the 19. 3 to 4 tenths ahead of the 17. A little bit loose there over the bumps in 1 and 2. Like I said, it is definitely tough to gain a ground and pass without somebody really shredding tires ahead of you or make a mistake. Track positions seems pretty important. For me, it's just to try to not overdrive the truck, click off consistent lap times, be smooth off the corners so that I don't kill the tires with the momentum. away a little bit from the 17 now. Got that gap up to 0.6 of a second. Closed in on the 19.
That lap was a
Drove one there.
24.32.
Looks like the 22 is going to be working 17 relatively soon. 12's working down the bottom side. 3's going to look to his inside now, going into 1.
We've just done a 24.45.
18's almost there on the 12. Just keep an eye out for contact between those two. Not looking like a top 5 is going to happen, but
The
we
lap
can
time
be
was
smart
a
and pick up any spots.
24.58.
Be happy. Loose there off of turn 2. 19 looks to the inside of the 12. A little loose there off of 4 as well. 17 closes in 10th. Five's gotten by the 22. They're running side by side at least behind. So if I could be somebody looking to put us back a spot. 12 takes an aggressive move down to the bottom. 19 almost gets into him. It's going to allow us to close up. Drove the entry there into 3 a little bit. Three's pulling away from 19 and the 12, so we're just gonna have to try to find our way around these two.
Consistency, keep it up.
19 slow off of 2 with the early entry into 1. I think he is slowly working on the 12. Just gonna have to watch that. 17's closed up a little
The
bit.
lap time was 24.89.
Almost halfway. Move the brake bias back a little bit, get me a little bit more rotation into the corner.
You've just done a 24.88.
And then we've gotten a bit of a run in, and I wore out the right front a little bit. My 22 are still going back and forth. Nineteen gets into the 12. 12 does correct it. We're gonna go to the bottom, try to get by him. Alright, so that put us in the top 10. See if that stalls out in 17. 17 is going to go to the bottom through 3 and 4. 17 going to try a slide job. Doesn't quite get it out of 4.
P10. That last lap was a 25.00.
Need to back my braking point up a little bit into 1. Drove it in a lot deeper into 3 than I did.
Lap times are pretty consistent.
I feel like we're starting to catch up to the 3 a little bit. It seems like the 12 was the slower between 19 and him, which kind of expected.
Okay, Jake, you're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel.
Halfway down. 17-12 in a battle. 22 right behind. 5 has not been able to get by them. Not my best 3 and 4. Cost me a lot of time there. Side by side up ahead.
Just done at 25.00.
So watch out for contact there. The team's gotten to the back bumper of the 3. Work to his inside off of 2. I get a little loose there. 19 gets really loose, shoots down the track, costs me time. Let's back up. Still got 9/10 back to the 17. Gap's opened up a little bit since the 12 had his bobble. Run on the 19.
Yelling right side.
Working the bottom's probably not going to work, but I didn't want to give up the momentum.
He's still there. He's still there.
Team's still getting the run on the outside. It's just so hard to beat the momentum that the run carries off the corner.
Consistency. Keep them coming.
Just trying to go to the outside here, see if we can get a run. Not quite able to. Front 3 have really broken out. We've got a tight pack forming up here. Fifth through, or front 4, excuse me. It's 5th through 10th. Not quite carry enough momentum to get by the 19. Loose there off of 4. 17 is now in a battle with the 5. Another brake bias adjustment. Oh, we got a wreck. And I jumped on the brakes too hard. There's the caution.
Wow.
That was my bad.
That's going to put us way to the back.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Oh,
Red
so
car's
much
out.
for everything that I was
Single
achieving.
file,
I
car
just...
19.
That was the problem with moving the brake bias back. If I jumped on the brakes hard to avoid something I was going around, I'm not good at modulating the brakes, so... Front end damage, hopefully. Internals aren't hurt too bad.
So old, man.
Pits are open.
Ah, sucks. We were running a good race. Oh well. That's just... It's Iowa when it's tough to pass and everybody's tight together. Not much I can do there. Kinda, and hopefully not much in the way required.
The leader
Ah,
is
I
pitting.
hate catching stuff like that. Just sucks when I have, you know, kind of recovered and was back to the goal that I wanted, and then
Speed limit is
get involved in
40
something like
miles per
that.
hour. Box in 40.
But I don't see how I could have
17 feet.
gotten on the brakes any less to avoid locking them up, but then still avoided that wreck. So we'll just get what we can out of the
Box in 5,
repairs. Try to
4, 3.
any spot
2.
we can grind, even though it's iRating loss,
Box
will
now.
prevent us from losing more, which is the same as gaining it. 12.5 seconds of optional, not bad. And we'll see how many trucks get out, whether or not it's worth taking it. Alright. I think we jumped the 20, so there should be a spot there. The damage is definitely going to hurt us, but try to do what we can.
Full course yellow, pits are open.
Leader was at 8286, 8081, so not horrible. I was just driving it off the rear a little too much, but I don't feel terrible about that. Kind of close to him, given the fact that he's a much better rated driver than I am. And we're in 14, so I don't know how bad the damage is going to affect us in terms of speed. Hopefully not too bad. Maybe we can try to at least hold down 14th, not gain a little bit. We're going to have a shorter run. Our savings not going to be completely out the window, but definitely be driving it a little bit harder if possible. Obviously, I'm not going to try to drive in the back. People hate that we got a 4X. Just really try to get that 0X race to go that up. But as soon as I started locking the rears up, the truck was just going around. So get the brake bias back to where I started the race at.
Alright, Jake, get ready. Race will
Go
resume
get
at the
lined
end
up
of this
on
lap.
the outside. Try to make the most of this line. I know everybody was favoring the bottom at 1 and 2 and the top at 3 and 4, but maybe just carry some momentum on the outside the rest of the way. I think with 18 to go, it'll be, I don't think it'll be advantageous to try to tire save the sun, so I may just try to rip the top as much as I can, see if we can pick up any spots from here. Any spot I can get. Finish 14th or better, I'll be happy with at this point. Let's take a look and see what caused that caution. So I just saw trucks spinning. Let's see what the leader is going to go as well. Took one really early start, one late. Let's see where this falls.
Green flag, we're racing.
Got a late one. Don't tell me the 10's going to make it wide on the 12. He does. We know the 12's slow. 10's going to go all the way to the out. I guess we're just going to try to follow him, get by him.
Rewind, you're up high. Got one inside.
Felt bad that we put the 12 in that spot, but
Still there.
needed to go.
Still there. Hold your line.
Just gonna keep working the throttle till the tires warm up.
Side, you got
12
one.
gets loose. We got him loose inside of us. We're just gonna have to trust him, and we get a caution. Got a wreck spinning on the back, on the front stretch. So I think we picked up one spot off of that
We
start.
think Vinsonol and Hardy have binned it.
14, I think, was involved in that. Yeah, it's Wolf's got front end damage like we do. I don't know, it was hard to say. We didn't really get going too well to say whether or not we have
Pace car is
as much
out.
damage as
Line
killing
up
the speed. I
single
think
file.
I'd still
And
keep
car
the track
number
position,
12.
just stay here
We're under
13th.
caution. It's closed. Pits are open.
Just trying to keep some fuel in it just to help keep the truck a little bit looser. I don't really want the loose off, but that's more me overdriving it on cold tires. Well, we got a quick caution off the start of the race. And we got that restart and we went a while. This one we get a quick caution off the restarts. Hopefully we can just go the rest of the race green. Keep the same trend. Like I said, I have no idea where we're gonna fall. idea if we can hold down 13th, if we can pick up anything, we'll be on the inside this time, so we get at a disadvantage that way, but maybe I'll get lucky enough that I can try to get by the 12, because I felt like had I not gotten loose off of 4, we would have been by the 12 and clear of them. So I feel like we've got more speed.
Full course yellow.
10's
It's
aggressive. Saw that, gonna watch for that, because he'll be on the outside. 2 to go. So we'll have 13 to go once we get the, excuse me, 12 to go once we get the green.
We're under caution. Pits are closed.
Be behind the 18, which I don't remember much from him. Probably get some heat into the tires this time just to make sure that I've got a little more grip off the start.
Pace cars in this lap.
Alright, to the inside.
You ready? We just going early.
Alright, get ready to go here.
Green flag. Clear low.
The 19 blasting through the middle.
Right side.
Can't really do much there.
Still
Getting
there.
hit from behind by the 9, and we get turned again. Going up to the top.
Course caution. Watch out.
Man, people drive so aggressively, and we get another 4X out of it. Yeah, this week here at Iowa has not been very kind to me. I don't even know what I could have done differently on that one.
Pits are closed.
I don't know if it was the 9 pushing me, if somebody was pushing the 9.
What were you even doing up there, man? You jumped the start.
Minus will
Go to
come into the pits. There comes the 16.
That should be a broken. Doo-da, doo-da.
Full course yellow.
This time we'll just come to the pits, grab the damage, grab the last set of tires. Back to 20th. So,
Was it the 19 that caused that when he shot up to the middle?
fall continues it.
Yep.
Yeah, 10-4, that was the cause. That was really fucked up.
Sorry about the language on the chat.
Oh, Micah? Micah's always a weapon on here. It's just part for the course. He's lucky we're all too lazy to protest his ass.
Watch your speed limit in the pits. Box in 14.
Yeah, we're just gonna grab our
feet.
Even worse to get their turn.
last bit of damage. Relative on here, just that I make sure I see when the pace car is coming.
What's on that?
So
This
humbly,
was a pretty good race.
Box in a 5, 4, 3, 2.
Well,
One.
that's subjective.
Box now.
Yeah, I messed that one up.
20 some seconds of optional. Try to grab that before the end of this caution. We're already in the back. What am I giving? I'm not really giving up anything, so probably do it over 2 stops. Get the engine refired here shortly.
The car in
Caught
front
back
is
up. back around and at least get me as much damage repair as I can.
Look out for the pit speed limit. Box in 1470.
Won't be as
feet.
much as what I can get. I don't know if we'll get the rest of it, but at least we'll get something out of it.
The car behind's pitting. Box in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Box now.
So we'll look at everything and see what happened. We should be able to get the rest of it. I didn't realize I had that much left. It's just focusing on the relative getting out. Alright. Looks like we'll have 7 to go once we get the green.
Okay, Jake, get ready. Race will resume at the end of this lap.
Should be 19th, I think. So we get lined up for the restart. Oh, just try to get out of it without any more incident points and see if we can pick up any spots. It's just all there is to it right now. Try to get something into the tires. Probably made a mistake taking this last set of tires, but
Oh, hey, look.
didn't think of it too much.
Yeah, he rarely finishes one of these.
Ready to go here. Just gonna be about picking up whatever spots I can.
About getting taken out by the 7, put
Green
back
flag for
there.
racing.
Inside.
So,
Yeah,
appreciate that.
Clear on the inside.
Right 15, gonna dive to the bottom with the fresher tires.
He's
I'm
still
just
there.
sorry, so I don't know what else I'm gonna do.
Try to get
It's not like I missed
as much
it.
as we can. Hopefully we stay green the rest of the way so we can take advantage of these tires.
Trying to overcorrect it, my bad.
P16. That lap was at 24.69.
16th. Not sure if we're gonna be able to go much further forward, but
Motello, 23.65.
we'll try to do what we can.
24.03.
On the 21, he stays on the high side. Might have to look underneath him. Going back to him, wreck here on the front stretch.
Full course caution. Watch out.
It's likely gonna go green right checker. Gotta get the 22 by. He's right behind us.
I got lucky that time.
This damage model sucks. Man, I thought I was ahead of you in that.
Yeah, that was, I mean, so close. It just depends on when they clicked it, I guess. Man, as soon as I got free
Well,
from
looks
the
like we
five
should get a
kidnapper,
couple more
it was
spots
clear.
with trucks
It's
being
closed.
damaged
Race
off.
car is out. Line up single file behind Pinsono.
The 5 what?
Whether or not it's gonna be worth much towards the 11th, we'll see.
Nah, it's like you were told me, Captain, like all race.
14th right now.
Pits are open.
I don't think anybody in front of us is gonna be pitting. So we'll be getting a green white checker. Extra laps, which I guess
Here comes the
technically
pit pump fakers.
will help, this will help get a few more clean laps in, hopefully, to offset incident points. We'll try to do all we can. Mine's gonna get the lucky dog.
Lucky dog, lucky dog, lucky dog, move. Sorry.
Full course yellow. Pits are open.
Truck idles at 1180, doesn't it?
Yep.
Alright, I was paranoid about how easy these things get engine damage.
See how many extra laps we get above 60 for this. I guess that's the only positive I can really take out of the race at this point. Survived that wreck, got a few spots.
These C-Class restarts are like Roval finishes.
Well, this guy, there's a lot of blind spots in the middle of the pack, and so there's kind of a big,
Pits
you
are
know, the
open.
front people go, the middle people don't, and then the back people go.
To green.
I think some guys they just push their cars harder than what they should be, and
We're under caution.
And the
We
Switch
get
cars
to
4
flat.
extra
on.
laps out of it. Be on the outside, which I guess would probably be the most advantageous for trying to carry momentum and make passes, but we'll see. 21 is going to be our inside. Hopefully we can clear him because I think he was slower than us, which kind of prevented us from getting any more spots. Like I said, as long as I can hold 14th, I'll be happy. If I can pick up anything, I'll be happy with that as well. Come from back to the front all on pure speed, but
Get
at this
ready.
point I
Race will
take
resume
spots
at the end of this
however I
lap.
can get them. Just don't want to do it a dirty way and run into anybody. Get some heat back into the tires. Go here. This is gonna be fun. 2 to go. It's gonna be stupid.
Green flag.
Side line got a little bit of a better run.
You got one right
12's not going. 21 takes
Three wide, you're
out.
inside.
12, not quite. Had to dive to the bottom to avoid him. Outside behind 18. Slow in the middle of 3 and 4. 21 wiggles.
Keep it steady, still there.
Green 12. White flag. One more to go. You just
Tried
have
to
be
stay
right
off
there.
the 18 there. It probably should have just backed out completely.
Coming up on your
18 slow there.
there high.
Hopefully we don't give up the spot to the 22.
Still there.
Looks like we're going to be 12th.
Clear high.
Given how this race went, I will
There's the checker
gladly
flag.
take that. Yeah, we'll definitely take a 12th place finish. It's probably not going to be good for any I rating, and safety rating is going to continue to tumble, but I will gladly take that. Gladly take that. There are going to be some really angry people after this race. So let's take a look at everything that happened. Really want to look at the beginning. See what happened to us. So, sorry about that. We're gonna get the overlay off. Alright, now I should be able to click through. Alright, so let's just want to watch this from the start. So the 6 did not get as good of a start. No issues that way. Didn't do anything wrong. He is going to drive it in harder. Not drive it in harder. Okay, if that's what he's angry about. Let's see. Let's rewind that one more time. I'll look at that from his perspective. He's starting to get the run. He's back on the throttle earlier than I am. And he's there. Maybe it's better to look at it from my perspective. It's kind of coming up the track into... Man, I wasn't trying to throw a block. I was just honestly trying to get back on the throttle. I probably got on it slightly too early. I don't know. If that's what he's angry about, I don't know. Maybe it's that moment that he's angry about. But, like, you got to cut people some slack. We're not all Coke Series drivers like the one is, so you kind of got to cut some people some slack. Oh, yeah, that was... I'm going to call that one intentional. Because I know he's going to the high side, and I probably broke a little bit earlier since I was planning to go to the bottom, but he had... Let's see. Let's watch it from the cockpit and see if we can see the RPMs and what they do. We'll rewind a little bit just so you can get an idea. Seven. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to make a definitive argument. I don't think you can win a protest out of it, personally. I don't think there's enough to say that it's intentional, but I don't think he really tried to do anything to stay off of me, so that kind of sucks. That's what it is. Let's see what we get for contact. That was the deal with the 17 all over the place. That means the 21. There's going to be the wreck. We did that. Contact error off the restart. So the 7 got in the backbone. What's going to happen with the 6? 12 just gets into the back of the 6 there. I don't know if that was retaliation for anything. They created 3 wide behind. 10 kind of gets into the 13 a little bit. That time he gets them off of 4, sends both to the infield. Keeps it going straight. Let's see where the 13 goes. Does he get the inside retaining wall? No, he does a good job keeping it off the wall. 6 again, it's gonna get the wall. Yeah, netcode. 12 and 3. 19 barely with some contact. It's not the moment I saw. It's the 8 and 6. Maybe netcode, slight bit of contact, 8 kind of came up. 18's dragging the wall. Just gonna get the wall out of 4. 5 with netcode. 6 blinks. 7 netcode maybe on the 8. Really looking at all these, I want to see. Brings out cautions. 5 kind of pushed the 22. 22 checked up, got it in the wall. 13 spins. Coming to pit road. 5 gets loose. 12 also gets loose. Tracks the wall. Alright, so here's the deal. Let's watch this one. See what started the wreck up ahead. So the 17s. 9's trying to work to the inside of the 8. Gets slow in the center of 1 and 2. Gets loose. 17 tries to get the outside. 17 gets loose, hits the wall, shoves off the wall, gets into the 19. Or the 9, excuse me. I can't talk. Here's the shot off the wall. 9 gets slow. 19 just doesn't check up for it. Is my guess. I'm guessing the 3's gonna see that. Oh, the 3 dives low, the 19 just doesn't check up. And then as soon as I saw that happen, I got loose. Because here's my view. Yeah, when you just go to 100% brake like I tried to do, it just ripped the rear end around. With all the brake buys I'd moved back, it just ripped it around. So I don't want to see it from inside the cockpit again, what I could have really done. Yeah, I'm blind. With the 3 and the 19 directly in front of me, I'm blind, and the 3 made the move, and the 19 just, yeah, I had nowhere to go out of that one. That was a tough break for me. So then we're going to watch this restart. Because here goes 19. That's what I want to watch, it's 19. Right, is this the one? No, this is going to bring out the next caution. Oh, it's going to bring out the caution. Something's going to happen here in the back. 20 gets loose, 21 gets loose. Wheels go spinning. Alright, here we go. Let's watch this. This is the one that I want to see. Because I want to watch the 19. Where's the 19 at? This 19's gonna get a run. He's all the way in the back. He's just gonna get the run because it all checks up, shoots right through the middle. I mean, he got a massive head of steam. 9 gets into the back of us and then turns us. So, yeah, the 19 went nuts. Caused the second part of it. Well, let's fast forward and watch that before we watch the 9, because the 9 just gave me no room and turned me. So the 19 gets loose out of that, gets up into the 16, that sends the 19 into the wall. I don't know if that checked anybody else up. Let's watch behind. I don't think the 9 wants to admit that he did anything wrong there. Yeah, it just stacked everybody up behind. But we'll watch it from the 9's perspective because, yeah, nobody does anything wrong. It's one thing I'm starting to get a bit tired of, is not many people are willing to admit when they do something wrong. So 9's going to look to our inside. I didn't block. I literally stayed right behind the 18. He drives straight into the back of me, sends me into the corner, and then just gets to my left rear and turns me. So I don't understand how you want to blame that on the 19 when he just drove straight into the back of me. I don't. I'm not going to protest because it's not worth it, and, that's kind of just a racing deal, but that's twice I got turned without me actually doing anything wrong. And the 16 does whatever he does there. Blows up. Let's see what happens here. Team dives down low. Oh, this is where I tried to get to the inside of the 13. What happened there? 2 up front, 21 up front, excuse me. No, 2. Yeah, 2 gets into the wall. 10 to run behind. Gets loose, stacks up, causes the wreck. Gets straightened out. Then comes down and gets sent around by the 22. Gets the inside wall hard. Here's the big... Oh, 22 tried to go low and then thought he was clear and just didn't stop enough to let the 10 pass in front of him. 10 blows up. Go. 12 slow. This is where it goes everywhere. I got a little loose there off the corner. 12's trying to get the run. Just 3 trying to get spot on 2. 6 might have just barely gotten the back bumper, dives all the way to the bottom. And that was the end of the race, so. Yeah, I don't know. You can tell me what you think. If I did anything wrong with the 6 that deserved that, if he did actually intentionally turn me, or if that was just me braking later than him. I think it's pretty cut dry with the 9. He just drove into the back of us, sent us around, and I don't know what differently I was supposed to do with the wreck on the backstretch that the 3 moved out of the way for and the 19 just kind of drove into. I don't know. It's hard to say what to do there, but let's take a look at results. Hopefully those won't be as bad. Let's grab that. Sorry about that. All right, so 3190 strength of field. Hey, we technically broke even. 0.02 on safety rating, 0.44 on the I rating. So back over 3K. I'll take that. I don't know. That was a rough race. I was probably a 10th place truck, honestly. Had we not had that caution, that's probably where I deserve to be. Was with 10th place ish. So I'll take that. I don't know. 12th is probably slightly worse than where I deserve to finish, although not that far off. So I guess I can't be too upset about that. I was able to recover a little bit. Just caught a couple bad breaks, and made the one mistake with jumping on the brakes way too hard. But I don't know what else I was supposed to do there. And I guess I'd rather spin like that, go to the back, not have as much damage, than pile into the back of the 19 and have killed my race. So just tough racing, tough race. I was just, like I said, not been very kind to me this week. It's been pretty rough overall. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the middle portion of the race, the racing that we got in. Feel free to leave your feedback. Again, deal with the 6 as well as deal with the 9. If there's anything differently you would have done with the wreck that the 3 avoided, the 19 got into. I'm not looking for sympathy, just looking for honest feedback. Whether you guys confirm what I saw or you think it was different. Love to hear your perspectives, and hopefully try to get week 5 started off the right way, get some stuff going in the right direction. So till the next one, I hope all your laps are fast, races are clean, and your finishes are good. Thanks for watching.